Welcome everyone. I have been getting a lot of questions from students and youth talents like you asking me how do I align my career, right? So that's why I decided to make this short video to help you understand how alignment works. How do you align yourself with your career, right? So especially if you're a youth talent, if you're a fresh graduate who's going to be passing out in the next couple of years, if you are in your final semesters or final years of your engineering, MBA or any other curriculums, then this video is for you because you are the future workforce, and it's very important for you to align yourself with your career aspirations so that you attain your career niche clarity. So let's quickly get into this. So if you're looking at aligning your career, right, so I would say that you need to align your career with four important things, right? So what are those four important things? Let's quickly deep dive. So the first alignment that I recommend is you need to align with yourself, your self-interest. What do you really enjoy doing? What is that you are naturally good at? What is that you really enjoy doing so that you don't feel like working, right? It's very important for you to identify your self-interest. For example, you might enjoy talking to people, you might enjoy programming, coding, you might enjoy creating creative stuff, content, right? So it really depends on what is that you really enjoy doing. Based on that, you need to align your career path. The second thing that I want you to align is your aspiration. What do you aspire to become, right? How do you want your future workplace to be? What kind of organizations do you want to work with? What kind of industries, what kind of job functions do you want to work with? How do you want your typical day to be when you are a corporate professional? How do you want your day to start, right? So what kind of jobs, what kind of roles, what kind of authority do you want to have? Or what kind of teams do you want to work with, right? So that is your aspiration. So your career path should also be aligned with your aspiration, right? So number one is self-interest. Number two is your aspirations. Number three is you need to be aligning with your educational background, right? So I'm not necessarily saying that a BTech computer science graduate should only do computer science programming and not mechanical students. No, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is you can't do a nursing course and come and tell me that you need to fly a plane. It's practically not possible, right? So you need to align your career path with your educational background, right? If there are some gaps, I'm sure that there is a lot of talent supply gap that exists, which I have covered in my other videos. Do check it out. But what I'm trying to say here is need to undergo certain specializations on top of their basic curriculums. That will help you to stand apart from the crowd and in turn future-proof your career. Number three is you need to align with your educational background and also look at some additional specialization courses. So that is what I mean by aligning with your educational background. It could be any basic curriculums that you are currently undergoing. Could be your BSc, BCom, engineering, MBA, that's absolutely fine. But today, people are not just looking at plain vanilla cakes, flavors. They are looking at what's the topping to it, right? So in a very similar fashion, for organizations have started looking at youth talent on what specializations have they undergone, what is their area of interest and things like that. So what's the number fourth and the last thing and the most important thing that you need to align with is industry's talent demand. You guys being a youth talent, being a fresh graduate who's going to be passing out in the next couple of years or in the next 6 months to 1 year from now, you guys should really understand what is the talent demand, what is the supply gap, who is the supply gap, right? So it's you who are the supply, who are the talent supply. So it's your responsibility to bridge the supply gap. How do you bridge the supply gap? So you need to align your career path based on the talent demand. So these are the four things that you need to align with. I repeat, number one is your self-interest. Number two is your aspirations. Number three is your educational background. And number four, the most important thing is industry's talent demand. Where is the demand? That's where you need to position yourself and attract job offers and in turn future-proof your career. Hope this video answers a lot of students who had these questions. If you have any further questions, please feel free to drop in your question in the comment box below. I'll be definitely going through each of those comments, and if there is something that I need to address, I will definitely answer those questions for you guys. Thank you.